recently decided to ban UNRWA, the UN agency for Palestinian refugees, for its ties to Hamas. Israel claims Hamas hides weapons and tunnels in UNRWA facilities and points to high-ranking Hamas officials who once worked for UNRWA, including the former head of Hamas. Some UNRWA employees even took part in the October 7th attacks. UNRWA argues that in order to work in Gaza, it has to work with Hamas, but the problems with the agency go much deeper. UNRWA schools use the Palestinian Authority curriculum, including questionable content, like one lesson plan glorifying a firebombing as a barbecue party, and several others warning against pursuing peace. Unlike other UN agencies, UNRWA doesn't help refugees transition out of being refugees, so Palestinian refugee status passes to their descendants. Critics argue this perpetuates conflict by keeping refugees stuck as refugees. UNRWA insists the issue can only be resolved by creating a state for the refugees to return to, despite no similar requirement for other refugees.
So that means that UNRWA are a huge problem, not because of UNRWA themselves, because Hamas have completely infiltrated the organization and taken it over. So that all the main levers of power inside UNRWA on the ground are actually controlled by Hamas. So that means that they get a pro-terrorist education.
Look Ayelet in the eyes, Commissioner. Explain to her how this happened. How an UNRWA employee intruded Israel and took her son. How UNRWA could be infiltrated by Hamas. How you have failed to take accountability. You speak about evidence. We have a video of this terrorist. You don't need more evidence than that. How would you feel if your son was kidnapped by terrorists? If the monsters who did that to your child returned home to a pay slip signed by the UN? Commissioner Lazzarini, there are no more cover-ups. You have lost all plausible deniability. Your thing disguised as an aid organization has fallen. If you have any decency, resign in shame and ask Ayelet, the Samerano family, and all victims of your so-called employees for forgiveness. For the sake of Jonathan, of Ayelet, of every family shattered by the terror your agency has fostered, stand down, or be remembered as the face of an organization that traded humanity for bloodshed.